Let's talk about the Kurds as well, because this is a jigsaw that is so complex. We've got President Barzani of the Kurdish Autonomous Region saying, Iraq's falling apart. The time is here for the Kurdistan people to determine their own future. Now, this really is the harbinger of the breakup of your country, is it not, Zuhair Al-Naher?
Well, the Kurds have always had aspirations, really. They have a federal government.
I'm going to have to push you because we're short of time. Is Al-Dawa, your party, prepared to offer almost complete autonomy to the Kurds, to keep them in some sort of fig leaf unitary state?
I don't think the Kurds want complete autonomy. They haven't asked for complete autonomy. Iraq can exist as a unit, as a country, with the Kurds as part of Iraq.
With the Kurds controlling Kirkuk and all of its oil resources?
This is something that there is a constitutional provision for that.
I think you've got to accept the Constitution, frankly, doesn't apply right now. The realistic question is, the Kurds control Kirkuk at the moment. Are you prepared to let them continue to control Kirkuk?
I don't think that the Iraqi people, as a general, are willing to forfeit Kirkuk, as it were. And I think, that, again, the Constitution needs to be placed.
Well, I'm not going to let you jump in on that because I want to end with a big thought from you, Ambassador Hill. A recent UN Human Rights Council report said that the region, because of what's happening in Iraq and Syria as well, this swathe of chaos across the central important part of the Middle East, they said the region is drawing very close to an all-out regional war. Do you believe that?
I do believe that, and I believe that the real problem here is Syria and the complete lack of a political process forward. Even if Bashar al-Assad were hit by a bus today, Syria still needs governing structures in the future. And I think what they're going to need is some kind of federalist, some type of canton system, and no one's even begun that discussion. It is in such marked contrast to Bosnia, which used to be held up as the poster child of the West's worst response to a crisis. And here in Syria, we don't even have a contact group plan. We don't even have a contact group.
And maybe the Obama administration doesn't have any sort of clear strategic vision.
Well, I'll leave that to the BBC to say.
No, I'd rather you say it if you believe it, because you're a former ambassador who worked closely with Obama.
I think there needs to be a much more comprehensive look at this. And one of the concerns we all have in this country about the Obama administration is there doesn't seem to be a good team there. There doesn't even seem to be a team of rivals. There just seems to be people who have a lot of different views on the issues. And I think the president does need to kind of pull it together and look at this from a broader context, as your question implies.